Hi Taurus, welcome back. You guys came out as the next sign that needed a reading, so we'll dive in. Taurus, messages for the Taurus people and placements. Birth is a portal, Earth, to learning how to be human in a world but not of it. Interesting. So let's go ahead and read Earth. It opened right to it. The challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world but not of it, to realize they are souls having a human experience and be fully conscious of it, to have their soul fully embody their body. People's personalities tend to relate to either transcendence or immanence. Those who lean towards transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for the personal experience with God and to be lost in the heavens. They are envious of angels who are more comfortable praying and hanging out in the stars than on earth. Those who tend towards immanence have attached themselves more to earth than their body. They spend more time thinking about things in this physical world rather than connecting to the heavens or their own mystical inner worlds. Being a fully embodied soul having a human experience means finding the balance between transcendence and immanence. So maybe you need to ground yourself a lot more at this time. Most star seeds are drawn towards transcendence, which can also be like escapism, right? They're more comfortable with the angels in the heavens. Life on earth can be difficult for them. If this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be a soul on earth, soul in a body on earth, and you're being called to focus more of your energies in the physical world, to learn how to be human, a soul in a human body, fully present to what life and earth has to offer. How can you find greater balance? Interesting. Definitely something about give and take reciprocity dynamics with a Gemini or a new mindset regarding these things or communication about these things. You could be letting go of something as well. Maybe something that was unbalanced. Taurus, most important vital messages, please, for Taurus people and placements. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that's what you attract for yourself and others. You have unlimited ideas there. So we're going to grab a bit of tarot. Kind of being called to read that extra card that came out as well. We the Hathors there. 122. This could be about manifesting a change in your finances or where you live. Birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Hathors are here to remind you that you're a child of the cosmic mother and you're being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of mother's embrace. The Hathors knew that the journey on earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in mother's arms. This is a card of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and to be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize the cosmic mother is watching you every step of the way. So you could have a passed on mother figure. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you're being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container, that you're held, more held than you can possibly imagine. You have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself up to receiving the overflowing love of cosmic mother flooding towards you and from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. Interesting. I allow the deep love of cosmic mother to wash over me. I'm held and I'm loved. Again, reciprocity dynamics. Something about your health. This could be improving your health or something like about a new mindset regarding health. Maybe you need to come to like a bigger picture perspective regarding health, maybe spirituality. Any other messages for Taurus? Yeah, maybe you're confused about something. Maybe you're not working on something or confused about something career-wise. Whether you should be more financially independent maybe is on your mind as well. I'm thinking you should. It might bring more stability. Healing any sense of betrayal as well. Interesting. This could be with a water sign or somebody you were previously having an emotional connection with, a relationship with. Yeah, this could be a Scorpio energy as well. There's something here about like making choices that you would be proud to make even in the afterlife. Like especially, they say the soul is weighed after death, right? So this could be about locating a point of abundance or a place of abundance for you. Taurus, messages for Taurus. Could be pulling away from somebody you used to socialize with. This could be because there's a lack of healing in this situation. Taurus, messages for Taurus, please. Yeah, there's some kind of fears definitely here, and they don't want you to operate from that fear sense, that sense of lack. They want you to, maybe you have Native American ancestry as well. There's a need to get grounded for sure, especially regarding your finances. What is approaching Taurus in the future, please? What is approaching Taurus? Divorce and maybe a destabilization or like not setting your roots down where it used to be set down. This could be with a masculine. Most important messages for Taurus at this time, please. Taurus's most vital message, round and round. Something is a karmic cycle. Could be a partnership connection you have. Taurus messages. Oh, wow. Similar vibe to Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries. They got this card today as well. Maybe a Gemini energy here. Maybe a Leo. Taurus. Following the sparks of light so that you can come out of the fog. So following joy will lead you to understanding. Something here is nebulous. Taurus. Most important messages for Taurus to align them on the most abundant path. We have Bhadra, Kali, and Smashana. Okay, we'll go ahead and check those out. 14 there, so a home change. Our wild divine mother knows when to become gentle with our hearts, bestowing sweetness that liberates us from fear. Though you may have faced much struggle and challenge on your own path, and though it may seem the most powerful intensity could stem the tide of negativity, the Dark Mother of Grace conquers the obstacles to your freedom with gentleness. She manifests herself as Bhadra the Gentle. She will calm the waves of emotion, eradicate doubt and despair, and provide a safe and graceful passage through all difficulties. Raksha Kali, without the protruding tongue so often associated with the fiercer forms of Kali, is an expression of Bhadra Kali or gentle Kali. Raksha Kali has 2 arms, blue skin, and a gentler expression. She is celebrated on the Eye of the Buddha full moon in May, which streams an abundant and blissful download of amplified grace to earth. Her presence signifies a time when an unusually powerful cosmic wave of spiritual light is very soon to become available to you, like a surfer sensing and paddling towards the perfect wave. You can attune yourself to the sublime current of divine energy and allow it to lift and guide and move you. It is a prediction of an imminent, joyful, and significant breakthrough. At this particular time, greater progress than usual is opening for you. Raksha Kali is worshipped for protection from epidemics and drought. These are literal or symbolic protections. An epidemic is a mass contagion. It can swiftly spread disease into the body, but also the mind. Fearful collective reactions based on societal conditioning and manipulated through the media can spread like wildfire. The collective psyche of humanity is consistently being influenced. There are abundant spiritual sources of goodwill and peace, constantly broadcasting divine love for humanity. And there are forces of negativity and mean-spirited disruption seeking to assert their agendas through the human collective as well. The Kali wisdom within our hearts recognizes fear fueling energy for what it is, no matter if it's dressed up as something else, and knows when and how to say stop. Kali's presence in our being commandeers negative forces. Instead of undermining us, we respond to these energies in such a way that our peaceful inner light radiates. We become increasingly skillful in redirecting attention, intention, and action along productive healing pathways. The presence of negative influence doesn't need to be denied nor decreed. It does need to be acknowledged without one becoming overly interested or engaged with it. Kali promotes fearlessness and confidence because she knows how to use all energies, including negative energy, to promote light and awaken the blissful freedom within the soul. This oracle indicates that your heart has the wisdom to transform even the most negative experience into a source of healing and freedom. You will not be negatively influenced by others. Although powerful in effect, your healing path will be gentle. Her presence teaches us that it is not always effective to fight fire with fire or try to overcome force with greater force. Her wisdom is that a gentle in nature, able to calm, disarm, and diffuse. There is not always a need to try and grapple and conquer. Sometimes the need is simply to let go. Nothing rightfully yours will be denied to you. The simplicity of this can confuse those who have learned they need to pick up any gauntlet thrown by any person at any time. Just because another has created a reality for themselves and is attempting to draw you into it, it does not mean that you must participate. You have the divinely granted gift to choose where to invest your energy. Be strong so that you know gentleness. We'll go ahead and read Smashana as well. She shines her blessing of divine deconstruction, clearing away that which undermines your confidence and inhibits your activity on your life path. With the courage born of unconditional trust, you can accept her fierce intervention in your life path, openness to the positive changes that emerge as a result. Smashana appears when difficult times due to the loss of a loved one or a failure of something we have counted on, or even a more subtle inner experience of an ending we cannot link to an external event. Her presence is an indication that life as you know will change radically. 2025 is a huge year for change. This can be a welcome release from difficult times and prolonged cycles of suffering. Smashana is not quiet or subdued in the cremation grounds. She is wild and vital and brings energy and aliveness to situations where there would otherwise be none. So maybe this is actually improving your health in the long run. She brings about an end to stagnation that has been depleting your life force. An upheaval can give rise to uncertainty about how to manage the transition and what comes next. We must remember that in the tantric teachings, cremation grounds are not only places of death but liberation. Callie teaches that sometimes what we have loved needs to be released so a greater love can manifest in a new form. We cannot always know why that needs to be, but we can trust Callie is acting for our benefit. We may have a fear around letting go, just as many beings fear the ultimate act of letting go, the release of the body into death itself. Callie is not a goddess of actual death. She is the goddess of spiritual and symbolic death of the ego. Her presence is about endings that lead to beginnings. Her presence is not about death, but transformation. She not only brings about an end to that which obstructs her spiritual fruition, she also manifests the path from release to reemergence. Dwelling in the lands of the dead, she is the sacred feminine chariot that carries the soul beyond the threshold of one life or chapter into the next. If you know you have come to the end of a road in some significant way and are awaiting clarity on how to cross the threshold towards whatever's next, her presence will make the path known. Her appearance has portent and powerful change. There's definitely a new beginning. You could be in a life path 9 year, which means next year you will have a life path 1 year in 2025. Although we may not welcome it at first, we can know that because it is initiated by our wild wisdom and divine love, are its underlying purpose. As we move through the changes taking place, likely within and around us, we eventually recognize the blessings that have transformed our lives for the better. This could be about real estate as well. Maybe there's a mindset shift about that, or Gemini energy again. Could be a marriage or commitment of some sort. We also have a beautiful card on the bottom of the deck, which is Moksha Kali, so it's really positive omen, honestly. Let's see what they want you to do at this time. Please give us the most important messages of advice to align Taurus on the most divine destined path. So don't try to heal something, especially if there's a lack of passion in something. I think that's what they want you to do. Process the pain, but move through it. It's already over. Something is melting away. Very interesting reading for sure. I mean, we are in Scorpio season, which is all about shedding skin, right? Oh, this card kind of popped out. Yeah, Snake Spirit, time to heal. Maybe we'll go ahead and read 55 in the reverse. No matter how much you may have lost or how you have been disappointed, you are called by Snake Spirit to shed the past and practice radical self-acceptance now. Only by forgiving yourself can you move on, regardless of whether anyone else is ready for healing. When your tender new skin first becomes exposed, you may feel uncomfortable. Love yourself and remain vulnerable anyways. You may have been weak, and also when you go through those emotions, the next day will be better and feel better. It's when we repress or deny emotions that it harms us in our body, and we don't let go and we don't process things. We don't come to that new alive energy that comes in, right? If you really feel your grief, even just for one day, the next day you will wake up, if you have truly processed your grief deeply, usually with a more renewed sense, right? You have been weak, but now you are becoming strong and developing wisdom, and you will do better in the future. Snake Spirit reminds you that hearts can be so easily wounded. Apologies and amends go a long way. Self-forgiveness for your role and what has happened can help you heal. Remember, it is the one who has been wounded who often has the greatest power to help others heal. Yeah, there could be a gateway opening up. Definitely the more that you understand yourself at a deeper level. I hope this reading helped you. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you want to leave a tip, you can do through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. I wish you the best of luck and take care of yourself.